Hey everyone, we're jumping back into Battlestar Galactica Season 1 with Episode 6 today. I'm just as excited as I have been. I feel like this show has been, I don't know, not what I expected, but in a good way, if that makes sense. I feel like it's a lot more emotional. And I told you guys last episode mainly because Starbuck was front and center for the last 2 episodes, but she's quickly becoming one of my favorites. I just really enjoyed the deeper dive into Starbuck that we got, and going all the way back and seeing the past and how that plays into who she is now and why she makes the decisions that she does and why she acts the way that she does, and also branching into her relationship with Adama. It just, yeah, I've really enjoyed this season so far, and I cannot wait to jump back in today. So let's just go ahead and get started.
Silence! Don't leave me!
Wonder why they're bringing that back up.
Civilians currently boarding Galactica. Please proceed to security checkpoint.
Next.
I can't tell from the back, but it kind of looks like another one of those Cylons. The one they yeeted off and left. Maybe there's another one. Were they coming on to the Battlestar Galactica?
Remember I see you?
No, I went through the hatch combing on Sea Causeway.
Good girl.
Well, they didn't listen. I mean, maybe if the world wasn't ending, they would consider it, but I mean, they're in love.
You know, sometimes at work, I try and conjure up what your face looks like. Curve your lips.
Oh gosh, what is he doing? Yeah, visitors on board. Does he recognize him?
Approach from aft. Repeat, approach from aft.
Approach from aft? What could that mean?
Go!
What's happening? Ah! Oh my gosh. He was a suicide bomber. So they're allowing visitors onto the Battlestar Galactica for whatever reason, I guess, to get people off their ship or something. I don't know. But yeah, there must be more of them on other ships. And they immediately, well, not everybody recognized who that was, but yeah, geez. Oh gosh, he was in the blast. He is lucky.
You get a good look at the bomber?
Yes.
It was him, right?
Yeah.
A Cylon. Eyewitness accounts all state the bomber was a man.
The Cylons look like us now.
Like us?
Well,
I want you to open an investigation immediately.
I need a free hand.
Independent tribunal.
Yes, sir.
You'll get it.
I also strongly recommend alerting the public to the Cylon threat if there are other copies of this man aboard the fleet.
I'll take that under advisement. That'll be all.
they must have a picture of him somewhere. Can't they just broadcast, like, looking for this man?
Maybe shining a light on the situation. Make things pop up.
Yeah, more eyes out.
Hey. I owe you one.
Sure.
Yeah, he saved his life. But more eyes out also mean more reason for people to get anxious towards others. I mean, remember what happened during COVID? Someone coughed in the grocery store and everyone just kind of like stared at them as if they were ending the world. It was horrifying, but that's what people do when they're panicked.
You people are the sorriest of the sorry. The dumbest of the dumb.
Now, tonight, after nightcall, I'll show you people how this is done.
All right?
Gonna make some alcohol.
Children.
Children?
He's very handsome.
You really think so?
He's attractive.
She's up there with them now.
If he wants to find me, he'll head north towards Cylon forces he's already seen.
If he flees, he dives.
I'm setting up a tribunal.
These things have a way of inflicting damage on the people you least expect. I do not want a witch hunt on our hands.
It's fair. Yeah, that's totally fair.
Did you see the chief? He was on the hangar deck going over some paperwork, I think.
Asleep in my rack.
Sure about that?
Positive. I was asleep, Sergeant.
All right. That'll be all for now.
He was with Boomer, and that makes him look sketchy. Oh, jeez.
Lieutenant Valeri, where were you at the time of the explosion?
I was in my rack, asleep.
Are you and the chief involved in a relationship?
No. The XO ordered us to put a stop to it, so we did.
I feel like she should tell the truth.
Can you testify as to the whereabouts of Chief Petty Officer Tyrrell at the time of the bombing?
I have no idea where he was.
You're excused, Lieutenant.
Yeah, she's lying now. They're both each other's alibi. It would be so much easier to tell the truth.
Collusion with the Cylons.
Do you consent to give your testimony freely without invoking your right to remain silent?
I do.
And let's begin.
Did they catch on that Boomer might be?
Please explain to the tribunal what you do on watch.
I walk the perimeter of the hangar deck.
Make sure all hatches are sealed.
Yes.
What if I told you that I found the hatch open? And it's not just any hatch on the hangar deck. It opens onto a causeway which leads directly to a small arms locker where a Marine guard was found dead. Do you have the correct code to that locker, Chief? 3 of your deckhands stating variously that they all saw you and you were anywhere but in your rack. Where were you at the time of the bombing?
That is super weird. Did he tell them to say that?
I exercise my right under Article 23.
By invoking the 23rd article at this time, the tribunal will look on this as further evidence of your guilt, so I will ask you one last time. Who were you with at the time of the bombing, and was this person a Cylon agent?
Oh my gosh, just tell the truth. I know, like, that will be... they'll get in trouble, but it's way less than...
Did you go through the hatch combing on C deck?
Yes, sir. I went through that hatch.
Did you leave it open?
Yes, sir. I think I did.
Specialist, did you leave the hatch open deliberately?
What?
Yes, sir.
Why deliberately? What is happening with these? Why do they all have different stories about the chief? Did he tell them all to do that so that they could meet up that night?
He just doesn't love you. Wait.
I feel like this is a weird game of like cat and mouse for them to see what he does. I don't know.
North.
Seems you made an impression after all. He's a good man.
Are you prepared for the next step?
Yes.
It is a game, isn't it?
The bomber was on C-Deck, right?
Yes, I know. I heard the explosion.
Do you think that's where he was headed?
I'm sorry, I don't follow you.
It's so creepy.
I hadn't thought of that. You get well soon.
He takes her hand.
Well, I'm going to have to destroy that Cylon detector myself. Blame the sabotage on Cylon agents. That's what I'll tell Adama. Oh!
Don't make me angry, guys. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Oh my gosh. It's so hard to tell if he's just hallucinating her because of all the stress he's been through and the guilt he carries with that. Or if maybe she like implanted him with something, and it seems like he doesn't really have much control over it. But I mean, if it is a figment of his... What the hell?
No, Sharon wouldn't give up without a much harder fight.
Oh, they're trying to make it look like she was... But yeah, if it was a figment of his imagination, I guess it still could cause him harm.
And I'm sorry to read that one of your men has been charged with conspiracy and collusion with a Cylon agent.
Specialists will sign us.
Oh no.
But what about this other man, your Chief Tyrrell?
Chief Tyrrell has been under my command for over 5 years. And if he really wanted to take this ship down, he could. I think this is over.
So the chief wasn't charged. It was the deckhand, because he took the blame for him. I'm wondering, like, why does he have to prove his love for Sharon? It just makes it feel like a game for these Cylons. Like, I'm not sure. Oh no. I feel like it was so slow moving. I feel like it was slow moving because it wanted him to find Sharon.
You know, what happened?
Jeez, her face.
Can you walk?
I think so.
Come on.
Yeah.
Do you believe that there are Cylon agents aboard ship even as we speak?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, it could be anyone, even in this room. That's why he's looking around at everyone.
You knew that Lieutenant Valeri and Chief Tyrrell were having an illicit relationship. Why did you allow the relationship to continue knowing it was against regulations?
I'm a soft touch.
The guy's face behind.
You may have made it possible for 2 Cylon collaborators to compromise the safety and security of this ship.
We're done here.
Excuse me, sir, but my questions are not finished.
You've lost your way, Sergeant.
She's being way too harsh.
Corporal of the Guard, restrain the commander and return him to the witness chair.
Your orders are to escort Sergeant Hadrian back to her quarters and keep her in confinement till further notice. Make your choice, son.
Oh my gosh.
Sergeant Hadrian. You'll come with us, please.
Like, I get her line of questioning, but she's also new to the information and clearly freaking out about everything. And yeah, it is a witch hunt. I mean, we don't really have any clear answers.
The tribunal has determined that the Cylon gained access due to negligence of one of the ship's crewmen. His name is Specialist Osiris. He's confessed to lying under oath in dereliction of duty in time of war. He's been stripped of his rank and confined to the brig.
Commander, permission to enter.
What is it, Chief?
Sir, I believe that Osiris, I think that he's covering for me.
Somewhere in this, there's truth. Care to take me to it?
Sir, I was with Lieutenant Valeri at the time of the bombing. They've known all along. They're trying to cover for me. They started lying. Osiris, I don't know. I think that he thinks that he's helping protect me by taking a fall like this.
You don't really know whether he was on duty or not, do you?
Commander, he's innocent. You can't let an innocent kid...
I can't? What I can't do is I can't let someone that wears this uniform get on a witness stand and lie under oath. You'll have to walk out on that hangar deck every day, knowing that one of your men is in the brig because you couldn't keep your fly zipped.
Dang.
Dismissed.
Sir.
Yeah, they all lied under oath. It was such a... Like, I just... I don't know why they were so adamant on lying about...
Sharon, no.
What?
the entire thing.
Sharon, we're done. I'm sorry.
I can't believe you can just turn your back on us.
I risked my career, my freedom, my integrity for what? So some innocent kid, one of my kids, can take the fall for me? No! We are not worth that.
Right.
One more thing. Did you leave the hatch combing open last night?
You have the only answer you're ever gonna get.
Dang. Well, she doesn't have him to fall back on anymore. And he's clearly thinking that she might be a sleeper agent. I mean, the whole thing with the bombs and what was that, episode 2, where he covered for her and he helped her and he made sure to keep her name out of all of it. I think he's catching on that, yeah, she's a sleeper agent, which we obviously know, but he was so blinded by love that he couldn't really see it before. And it was all speculation if the Cylons actually looked like humans or not. They never actually disclosed that to the public. So now that everyone knows, yeah, people are gonna start picking up on the weirdness that happens. And what happened with Boomer and the bombs was very weird. Yeah, I think he's catching on. I was honestly a little taken back by the way that she responded to all of that too. She doesn't feel remorse for the kid that covered for them. It seems like I understand getting broken up with is not easy. And sometimes people's knee-jerk reaction is like hers, but not when you're, a superior officer, and you should understand that people got hurt because of this. I don't know. It was very weird. And when he walked in and she was just all bubbly as if nothing happened and everything can go right back to normal now that the case is closed, it was weird. And I'm guessing it is because she is a Cylon. And I don't know why it didn't even occur to me until Chief Tyrell said, "You were the one that left the door open." But yeah, she totally was. And her response to that, she did just get broken up with, but her response to everything in that final scene was so cold. I feel like she should have had way more empathy, but she's a sleeper agent, so it kind of makes sense. And everything that's going on with Sharon and Hilo is very interesting too. I feel like they were testing Sharon to see if she could get him to fall in love with her. What is the main point in that though? Is it just a game of cat and mouse where they're watching over and it's just kind of like their game? But why? I don't know. I don't understand yet still what is going on Caprica and why they're messing with Hilo this way. I'm not sure. I really don't know. But them constantly standing over them, and I don't know how Hilo doesn't know that they're staring at him all day, every day. I feel like I would just constantly be looking up, and they're always standing on tall buildings and stuff, but whatever. I feel like I would just know that someone is staring at me. But yeah, they're just watching Hilo. They're watching over him, and it's like some sort of weird, twisted game that they're playing with him on human emotions, love. What is love? Maybe they're trying to figure out what love is. I cannot for the life of me put that one together, but today I kind of feel like they're playing a game of cat and mouse. But I am going to go ahead and jump right into the next episode, since now we're going to be doing 2 a week for a bit here. So, yep, I will see you all in the next episode.